They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Richardson to throw off play action.
Rolling to his left.
This one into the hands of Will Mallory.
And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
But Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete. The Colts at 8-4 now on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were quite formidable in the win over the Eagles a week ago.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him.
On fourth down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
And this returnable for Hill.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct? I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to...
And the defense loses him. It's complete.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Keenan Allen, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Raiders put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 7. Richardson. Got his open man. It's Mallory.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Richardson looking to throw.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
We'll get this up to about the 44. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. First carry now for Justice Hill. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You look at this Colt defense.
And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently second best in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. There he goes left side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And with a well-placed kickoff, that's what these new rules can do for you, as he'll be backed up to start this drive.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
That's to the tight end, Mallory. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Richardson. And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Here's Richardson to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, if nothing else, they were able to pick up one first down on this drive and get it away from their own goal line. But not much happening after that, and it leads to a punting situation.
To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine
to the right side and intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Richardson working from the gun.
And the Raiders have got him.
Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks are starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
They'll look to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
That's caught by Tucker.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd down and a yard.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. 1 second, all that remains. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Second down and 6 now. Up the middle, it's Hill. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some... And this is caught by Allen for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's third of the game. Picked off by Robert Spillane.
And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now back to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well. And that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Boy, a tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. There, Richardson back to throw it. And this taken in by Downs.
Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though.
Richardson on 4th down.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's complete to Adams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense was able to hold serve, albeit with a little help from that missed field goal as they settle in now 1st and 10. Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Richardson looking to throw this. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Throw out right, pulled in by Downs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 66 yards. And the Colts get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack. Here's A.J. Cole now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And taken at the 46. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Indy. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now it's Richardson.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Now he's into the clear again. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Keenan Allen with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace where the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And now here's another interception.
And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Colts pick it up.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Richardson looking to throw.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
That will be brought down by the Colts. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Raiders, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
I just touched down in LA, the Spanish, my favorite. This that G, I keep it playing, so I put it on. She be in me, she just made a beat. I got rolling over. Speeding to the money like I'm running from the feds. Posted with my this say yeah. I'm like, whoa, see residuals, watch the money grow. I'm in flow, greatest story told, watch it all unfold. I'm like, whoa, reaping what I sow. All this getting bigger, they all froze. I unleashed my soul, now they taking pictures of it. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She burst into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, they see no way. Yeah. It's eyes on the prize, I can't live life in disguise. Cause bro recognize I ain't gotta compromise. I keep it concise, the gang tied up. Ties on the industry advice. I'm outside with some good fellas and some nice guys trying to live life in disguise. We lit in real life, we don't pay to be verified. We just manifest, lay and grind on the rise. We defy the odds like it's nothing, time after time. God bless this eternal shine, yeah. Eyes on the prize, it's my life sold up. 5:45, had the lights on us. Fries for the side of an ice cola. You know that ride till the tires fall off. She know I'm a D, I got a date with destiny. She coming to me, cause I got the flavors and recipe. She burst into me like an athlete. She two with the G's, they see no way. Eyes on the prize just to see how far I go. Yeah. Shooting star, yeah. All over the globe. Hard work, all I ever know. So nobody could tell me I'm not wet my way and go. Yeah. I'm in my zone, yeah, through this microphone. The way they looking at me like they seen a UFO.